Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So, in the last lesson we dealt with optimization, and while we have a lot more optimization to do with the script, I thought it would be good to come back to that at a later date, and in this video actually deal with adding some more features. Now, I have said at a later date we're actually going to implement the sun moving across the sky. So if we come here, we have a little bit of a problem for those of you that want your day-night cycle as realistic as possible. And that is that throughout the year, as you all know, the length of the day changes. Now, if you don't want this feature, you can skip this video. It won't affect anything else working or anything we're going to do at a later date. But for those of you that are wanting a realistic one, that's what we're going to begin setting up in this lesson. So to begin with, I'm going to copy these four public ints, where we define the dawn, start time, and the same for the day, dusk, and night. And we're actually going to paste that in 4 times. So there's 2, 3, and 4. So we'll come to the first block of 4, and what we're actually going to do is get rid of the values completely here. So we'll just get rid of all those. We'll tidy up the comments. So now we'll turn our attention to this second block of 4. And what we're going to do now is add the word spring. So now it says dawn, spring, start time. And we'll just copy the word spring and we'll just paste it in the other 3 variables. Again, we'll tidy up the comments as we go, and then we'll paste it into the comments as well. And I'm sure you've all guessed what's coming next. We need to do this for the other blocks based on the other seasons. So the next one's summer start time. So paste it in once, twice, and finally 3 times. Again, tidying up the comments, and let's paste the word summer in there as well. And we need autumn. And we just need to keep going. So it won't take that long now. So let's just tidy up the comments. And we'll paste autumn into each and every one. And finally, for the last one, for winter. So let's just copy that, and we've nearly done now. So the last block here, let's tidy all these comments up. And the last one here. So in fact, let me just save it there for the moment. You'll need to experiment with these variables. So for example, here winter, I could move the dawn starting a couple of hours later. Same for the day. And because I live in the UK, it gets dark really early during winter time, so I'll just quickly change some of these values here. And you'll need to, I'm not going to do it the rest of them in this lesson because I'll probably experiment off camera, but you get the idea. You'll need to alter these based on the needs of your project and how long you want the day time to actually last within, you know, your particular project. So let's come down to the void start. Now, because I am starting in the season of autumn, that's what I need to copy in here. So whichever month you're starting in, you need to do this for the applicable one. So underscore dawn start time is going to be equal to the dawn autumn in my case. Just close the line off there, and we'll just say dawn start time is equal to autumn. And let's just copy this line, and we need to paste it in 3 more times. And we'll just swap out the naming convention. So the next one for day. And we'll just tidy up and change the comments as we go. So now for dusk. And again the comment here as well. And finally for night. And the last variable here, and the last part of the comments. So again, we'll save that off there. Now, a word of note here, I'm setting my project, my script, to begin a second before dawn. So because I'm beginning in autumn, I'll have to remember that if I change the values here, if I still want to the game to begin a second before dawn, I'll have to change the values within the void start as well. And the same goes for your project. Now, you may not be setting yours up like this, and that's fine, but if you are, just remember that whatever values you changed that in the public ints here, you will also have to change here. So with those now in place in the void start, we need to alter, and let's just find the function. Here we go, the season manager. And what we're going to do with these 4 if blocks here, we're going to come to the end, we're going to open brackets and close. So we just need to do this for all these if blocks. So I'm just opening brackets here and then entering at the end. And we'll close brackets there. So we must remember to keep these inside the new brackets. And let's just create some space in here. And we'll come back up to the void start. And we're going to copy these 4 lines. Let's come back down to season manager. So I'm starting in autumn, so I'll paste in the autumn ones first. Bring those back into line. And I'm sure you've guessed what we're going to do. We're going to paste those in to the other 3 if blocks, and we'll just change what needs to be changed. So here where we set spring to true, we need to set spring here, so we'll change that to underscore spring start time, and let's just copy and paste spring everywhere applicable. So we'll change it in the variables, and we'll also change it at the end of each comment here. We'll tidy up the comments as we go along also. So here is now the summer. And again, we'll just copy the word summer into each of the other lines. So finally here as well. And again, we'll continue tidying up the comments as we go. And finally here. And we have one last block to do. So, and we need to change autumn to winter. So let's just copy winter, and again we'll just paste it in throughout the other lines. And just bear with me one moment. There we go. And finally we'll paste in there. And we'll just paste it in to the other comments here. And we'll just save that off for now. So we've set it up to change based on the new actual season we're in. If we come up to void start, we've set it to start in the correct month that we're beginning here. And as I said, if we come up to these public hints, I'll have to go through and put in some new values for these 3 blocks of 4 here, but I'll do that off camera. I'll experiment till I find values I'm happy with, and as always I advise you to do the exact same thing. So we have those in place, like I said, ready to actually begin the actual sun movement. We also still have optimization to do, so plenty more to actually still do within this script, but don't worry, we'll continue on, and we'll do so in the next video. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.